All right, what's up, my good people? It is your girl Mitch Gaming, and we are live tonight for the Kenya Pubg Mobile League game season 10. And tonight we'll be having Group B participating in the games. Group B kila saa na landing kwa siku yenye ring light imekata kazi. But anyway, msijali. It is what it is. But just like last time, Group B was very much dominant, and we want to take a quick peek at where Group B is in terms of the current standings. So when you look at the table here on your screens, you can see that we had teams really dominating, but then Immortal Eclipse, they are leading with 55 points ahead of literally all the teams. The margin is quite big because second place has Ruthless Esports at 39, Brutal Psychos not that far off at 38, and then in-game leader at 34, then 33 for THALA Esports, VEXOR Esports 31, Clutch Gods at 29, Dark Tempers 28. Basically all the teams in Group B, they have given each other a margin of just 1 point away. The only place that has the biggest margin is where we have first place and second place games. Okay, so let me now switch into the game because we have officially begun game number 1, and that is in Rondo. I'm expecting to see a lot of action. It is not the first time we have seen a lot of action here and there. We've seen how teams can really dominate. I mean, we have seen them take on fights. We have seen some of them picking fights that we did not even expect them to do. But if they're comfortable with that, then why not do it? So I can see we have Coach there already in the live. Hi, how you doing? We have someone saying that is Wing. He says one take for the win. We'll wait and see. But as you can see for the flight path, we have teams landed all over the place. Just give me a second. All right, I am back. So it seems like Brutal Psycho is already taking on a fight, and it looks a little bit distracted, has been spotted and has been knocked and casted immediately by the Immortal Eclipse player. I mean, the fights, of course, are happening a little bit too early for us. But of course, who are we to care? Because if the teams have decided to take on an early fight, then they can go ahead and do that. We have Team 5 here. We have Team 8, Team 20, Team 10. I don't know why they landed together. But if it works for them, then let it work. We're about to see some intense action here. It is just the first zone, and seeing how the teams in KPL season 10 are performing, most of them are very much comfortable with taking on early fights in Rondo because they know they can easily recall their teammates and continue fighting. The only risk is that if all your teammates get eliminated, then that recall will not be happening. We have the Dark Tempers there taking on the Immortal Eclipse. Kido there has been taken back to lobby. I don't think it was part of their plan to go early, but they still have the numbers. 3 players are still around, so maybe that will be something that will give them a chance to continue with that fight. But then you have also Ruthless Esports taking on a fight, and I want to see what they're up to because now it's actually very much alarming that we have teams that joined as solos, and he actually got 2 eliminations. Wow, well played, well played. We have Team 20 there. We saw them there. We have VEXOR. We have the VX here by, where is this? Last week we had a team being eliminated by bots in the game. So I don't think the BMGs want that to happen again. So I'm guessing they will change how they take on the fights or the where they land, because that was pretty much an embarrassing situation for the team. And as we talk about BMGs, we also have a team that decided to join KPL, and that is the KPKs, and have my guy in the building together. It's Stinger, Champ, and Utopia. People, I told you, I've only seen them a lot during the campus events where they have really dominated, and now they're coming to KPL and to try the same scenario. So we'll be seeing if that's going to be the case or not. But then you have the UD Stray trying to get closer there. BPX taking on a fight. Karadas go down as well. I mean, Juice WRLD is on a streak right now, but it seems like we have people third partying as well. Teams seem to be comfortable with having one player far away from the teammates, just so that that revive or recall can be done easily. But Kumbuka, it is not as easy as it sounds. There, Juice WRLD being able to get a knock, but then Gyarados there with the save does get that knock there. We have players really getting closer at fight, and then to take him back to lobby immediately. Right now, Gyarados, all he has to do is just survive in this place. The other teammates have decided to go away from the place. Of course, they were knocked, tasted, so they had to get recalled. Totally warranted. That is what happens when it comes to Rondo. We have Viper, Ethox, Gyarados, BPX. I think it's one of the promising teams here we have in the Kenya community. Unfortunately, when it came to PMSC, we did not see them making it to the finals. But I'm sure one way or another, we might be seeing some of these teams coming up. You can tell me in the comment section. Of course, PMSC is going to be an yearly event, and the Kenya community is actually striving to have more teams participating in PMSC. So what happens if the host country is not Kenya? Will we have teams from Kenya representing us when we go to another country for PMSC? Are we going to be having teams representing the Kenyan flag in PMAC? You can tell me in the comment section which teams do you think. Of course, don't tell me EXE, MU, RC. Tell me these new teams that we are seeing right now. How do you think they will perform? Because everyone right now okay, might take a while before the live stream comes back, but by the time it does, the game will probably be done. But I'm sorry about that, guys. It was not part of the plan. I didn't even realize something was eating up on the net, but it will be okay in a few, I hope so. But as of now, we have KPK's team. Oh, okay. The recall actually happened, and KPK's team is able to come back as a full team. And again, they will be going against Z team. There we have one of them already sitting in that lobby. Ben, Dice, and Z 21st Century. I think I'm just going to call him that because I'm not sure how to say his name. But then you have KPK, my guy. They're using the high ground to try and take on some knocks. It might be a little bit tricky, but the lag anymore. I don't know what's affecting the net. Let me switch. Whether comments then is nanichekesha. Poleni sana. It was I didn't know what is taking on the net. But Poleni, but then you have their KPK, my guy. Oh no, he does get spotted there on the high ground. We have a team there, third party in the fight. We have One Take Esports is getting closer. Of course, they will be taking on a fight there if they want to, but they're just watching as it goes on. Team 5, that is the Brutal Cycles, watching the fight from the high grounds. They will be the ones to third party the best and maybe having the best position as of now. They have better view of all the teams around them. The only team that they cannot see is P2 Esports, basically chilling beneath that bridge there. We have Team 10, Immortal Eclipse. There's also a team that is doing a really good job. They are in first place. Brutal Cycles pulling them there by a whole margin of at least 19 points away. That means Brutal Cycles should get a chicken dinner and as well as a number of eliminations. I'm so sorry guys for the lag. I'm sorry about that. It was not my intention at all. But it should be back, I think. Has the lag gone? I hope it's gone. I don't know what to do, but I'm just gonna go continue with my casting. From second game, it should be smooth. Pole sana. But we have Team 17 there. We have the Z team there. Two of their teammates are still standing. We have the Brutal Cycles by that bridge, and they have been able to spot Mellyboy. He's down. I believe his teammate Deno will be the one to get that revive. Oh, a nice spray there from Starboy. And he does get Viper down. I mean, now it's going to be up to Juice WRLD to get that revive. Luckily for the Brutal Cycles, they do have the numbers. They have the zone. They did a 2-for-2 split there. We have some of them staying in that bridge and then others going in for that push. So I'm guessing that is where all the commotion is going to be happening. I am not sure what their plan is, but we can see Ethox there being spotted. Some damage has been registered and Gyros does go down. I believe Starboy did get to spot them there. Grenade is getting close up there. Might just be a Kobe, and Brutal Cycles will be losing more numbers if they are not careful. Ethox there here in the push happening. Beautiful pre-fires. The rest of K is quite damaging. Is that Starboy? Or it is Starboy. He has to be careful because right now Ethox is on a streak and he's trying to cook up a Kobe on Starboy. Unfortunately, that grenade does not work. Starboy trying to get closer. He does hear Ethox changing his location. But I'm not sure if it is going to be an easy one there. Basically, actually, it was an easy one. What just happened there? Did someone take him from afar? Because I just saw Juice WRLD take on that knock. Come on, guys. What is this split from Brutal Cycles? It's the most confusing thing I've seen in a while. But the team that is now remaining is P2 Esports. They're swimming in that water. There's no way they can take any damage on Brutal Cycles. There's nothing they can do to improve their situation other than swim and keep it low till the game comes to an end. Now, here's the thing. If Ethox decides anataka kuchungulia from the left, awe tu kuchungulia. Hata asifanye kitu kuchungulia. But ataki. Anatafuta watu wako huko. Angetaka angechungulia na the right man. Come on. Oh, he does spot them. Let's go. Jua Kali can't get actually started since they are trying to go deep into the water because if you put HD, apparently you get to see enemies while they swim. Oh, yani wameharibiwa tu hivyo, just like that. I mean, it was an easy first game. It was not as intense there. And of course, my internet did contribute to you guys not seeing that much action. But do not worry about it. Of course, it is just the first game. Things happen. People get eliminated a little bit too early in the game. They're still getting familiar with the lobby. They're just starting the game. So it's 50-50 for the performance. So yeah. So we have Brutal Cycles getting that first chicken dinner of the day. Congratulations to you guys. And not just a chicken dinner, 17 eliminations. I think that margin has just been bridged by Brutal Cycles. And now Immortal Eclipse is in trouble because now these eliminations are 6 from Immortal with third place placement points. Second place there we have the P2 Esports. Even though Game Imakata, they did get to have themselves 3 eliminations and second place points as well. Coming in fourth there we have Z. They have wow, they have 12. Yeah, 12 eliminations. Or what am I reading? Oh, 11, sorry, 11 eliminations. We have fifth there, 1 take with 6. We have KPKs with 7. 7 have Ruthless Esports 5. 8 you have THALA Esports 0. 9 you have IGL 2. 10 you have UD 4. 11 you have 11 with 3. VX coming in 12th with 5 eliminations. 13 we have Ace with 1. 14 Dark Tempers 1. 15 CG3 1. 16 SAMARITANS 3. And we have 17 never mind. So going on that, with 8 eliminations, we have BPX Gyros, Best Companion with 3 rescues. We have Immortal Eclipse player. They know, of course, you don't have a final eliminator because the zone took the last elimination. So for now, guys, we are going to be taking a quick break. Let me see if I can fix the small issues to make sure the net doesn't spike again. And we'll be back for second game, and then now we can easily enjoy Group B games. See you guys in a few. I'll be right back. All right, and we are back for the second game of the night, and that is a wrangle. So I see a couple of people there looking at Ethox, and I don't want to say much, but of course, if you knew him before, that is CZ Morabu, he was still an outstanding player. He still is an outstanding player. So of course, we want to see what is it that Ethox has that people keep on looking at them. But now we have Severny, two teams have landed together. P2 Esports, a team that made it to second place. Ruthless Esports, I'm not sure if I saw Ruthless. What? Oh, this is Mellyboy. I think Ruthless are playing, oh, La Cap them. That's totally okay. So now, when you look at what is happening here, I don't know how it happened that Mellyboy and RE Fly, I think RE Fly went into the same team. I don't know how that happened, but that is totally okay. So let's see what we are expecting to happen now when it comes to Severny. It is looking quite good that we have two teams there. I'm looking at a place around prison. We have two teams as well. UD, one of them has been spotted. Actually, it is in Mansion where one of them has been spotted. We have a team that is Dark Tempers. They haven't been doing the best that they can do. Remember, after yesterday's games, they have the teams that have been dropped from the games because they did not qualify after playing the group stages for 2 weeks. So that means now we'll have to see what comes next when it comes to the Group B games now, since that Group A is officially done and now they are just waiting for that next stage. I've seen their Team 20 player, that is Oria. What are you doing? Oh no, he was just lying there waiting for that push, and now one person remains standing. That is Titan, and he's getting pushed there, tries to do something with that shotgun, but then it doesn't really work, and now that leaves only one player, that is Trey. The thing about Rangel is that he cannot do a recall on his teammates, so that cannot happen. But of course, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe bad, right? But now we have a team there. VEXOR Esports, Manka is down, Rose is also down as well. Shaf, they're trying to do something. Mellyboy almost dusting them, but then Shaf makes it on time, and that means they will be able to revive Manka and go on with the fight. Being a trio, the zone is yet to shift. Of course, we are in that first phase of the zone. You can see teams are getting knocked already. CG3 taking on a fight. Their teammates they're getting knocked one by one. Batman, that is One Take Esports, a team that people have said, oh, that is the team that we are looking at. So watch it, want to come out team Niyo Ama. It is just a by the way, but actually it has not been a by the way yet, because One Take Esports has been dominating. But we have a player that Ethox again comes in and says, so I'm saying One Take labda waende lobby. So Sijui will be seen on Ethox and One Take fight. I don't know. Kama itakuwa we don't want peace, we want problems always. But of course, there we have Team 6 players. They are going on for that push. Their trees is quite low. I don't know why he's going alone. And of course, he does get eliminated easily there by Bone. It was an easy spray with that AKM. And they'll be taking him back to lobby just like that. Now, One Take Esports, one of their teammates, Batman, is finally getting revived. Remember, One Take Esports, Lazima will survive to a point to Pigana now, the team that is Brutal Psychos. Because if they don't, then Ethox is basically having the fun of his life, and we're not going to be seeing their fight we want to see. But then you have CG3 there, one of them has been spotted, a nice jump shot there, but then it doesn't really connect. Now Batman with an M249, if I were you, una pre-fire mpaka your gun inasema niwachilie, but then that doesn't really connect there. Kazuma going in for that push, and Batman goes down. Beautifully played. Now two of their players are down already. That leaves only one man standing. This Park, a very good TDM player. I'm not sure if he's going to be applying the same skills here in at esports room. But let's see if that is going to be the case there. Spark is trying to get close. We might be seeing a 1v4, an ultimate clutch. And I'm hoping we see that because, Siku Raisi. So far, two teams have been eliminated. Brutal Psychos as well are taking on a fight. And it seems like Ethox will not be taking on One Take Esports this time round. Hiyo ilikuwa story and Ndoto ya Mchana, of which I don't think atamka from right now. Jokolobi, Ethox, big fan. Don't take it the wrong way. Don't take it the wrong way. So Brutal Psychos seems to have finished that fight. They have been able to get 4 eliminations. to their name. That is the IGLs. They have been eliminated a bit too early in the game, so now the zone is closing in. Now the teams are going to get closer to each other. The fights will be there. A team in Stalba there, we can see them keeping it low. THALA Esports also in that fight. Let's look at THALA Esports as they take on a fight there. THALA has been knocked and fasted. The 3 of their teammates are still standing, and of course, seeing how boaty it is these days, if you do not understand it, then there is no way you will survive it. VEXOR Esports coming from the back there. Reaper gets spotted by Shaft, and he'll be taken back to lobby without even thinking about where is this spray coming from. Manka immediately takes on that push. They know at least now THALA Esports is down a player. That does give us an advantage since we are also a trio, and we need this chicken dinner as much as we can get it. Anything that we can do, then why not get to it? Okay, cool. So let's see. I don't know Nini Teneleap. I don't know who's going to win there. But then you have VEXOR Esports, previously known as War Esports. I think G&J ilikuwa shida because I've never seen War Esports this confident. When KPL was starting, War Esports will either avoid a fight or literally just not taking fights, or sometimes not even turn up for the game. But now the confidence level is making us question, what did War Esports do yenye sasa sisi wengine tufanye jumi mpaka leo kuna vitu siwezi cheza in peace, lazima ni panic kidogo. But then have their Manka going in for that push. AKM in his hand there, he knows someone is there. We can see some pre-fires are being registered and no one is getting damaged yet. Beautiful cover fire from Soul there, though the spray doesn't really connect. That is actually some good effort just to make sure his teammate does not get knocked yet. October, almost going into December. But my guy is still in October. Beautiful nade. Oh, there's no one there. He did change the location. And now Manka can smell the fear. And he's going to be feeding on that fear because he knows that this guy is running away from me. There's something he's afraid of. And just like that, Musty does go down. And now THALA Esports player Soul, one man standing at ABS in is an FPP right on play. But not today, maybe tomorrow or next week, because Shaf has said that is gonna be GG's for a guy. What? Hey, iyo imebamba. Domit. Nah, War Esports. 8 eliminations to their name. And the game just began. War Esports, watuambie siri ni nini? War Esports, tuambie sisi wenye hatujaiva game. How did you guys really improve this much? How did you, or what happened? Where have you been practicing? But anyway, I think VEXOR Esports right now is looking to make it to PMAC, and you know what they do? We'll be there to say GG's. If anyone can make it, it's all of us, since War Esports has proven that with enough practice, you can actually change how you actually perform in a game. Of course, you don't have our strong teams playing. Most of the teams have taken their break. Actually, it was just the 2 of them. But all the teams right now are really good because you can see we're not even seeing constant KPL winners winning the game. So that tells you something, ama? Hivyo ndio inafaa. Also guys, we'll be sharing a few updates on what KPL has to bring next year. And if you're interested, of course, you can prepare your teams a little bit early because it will be more of a back-to-back situation. And we just want to ensure the community stays as engaged as possible so that we can grow faster as a community. So of course, like I said, we need your support to grow as a community. So everything we do, we need your support. While our production, that is what we are trying to show that we'll be using from next year. So I hope you guys are excited. Wale wenye wananga esports photos, tafadhali sai senye ni Christmas senye utanyoa nywele kuenda kuona shosho, piga esports photo. Wear black t-shirt, wear white t-shirt if your team doesn't have a jersey, and take a photo, tafadhali. Sai mkienda ushago mnakuanga mmenyoa hizo ndevu, mmechana nywele, unaelewa? So please, if you can do that, we'd really appreciate. It will help us with the plans that we have for next year, just to make sure you guys enjoy KPL more, and of course to include the other side of the community. Wale watu wenye wajaiva esports kama Mitch, but they still want to play these games. So if you have a friend who's afraid of esports games, asijali, he will also be considered. But as we talk about that, we have the CG3 in Jagi. already has his teammates down. That leaves Njagi as the only person standing from his team. The zone is about to close in. Rocky is down. Njagi not sure what he's going to be doing. KPK is taking on late Samaritans. It seems like my guy has been knocked and fasted just like that. Njagi now looking for that loophole. I'm not sure how he's going to be getting it. Seems that the team is already on the other side of the fence. That will be a very hard fight to maneuver. P2 Esports, we have team 15, that is Jua Kali, Muscad, Shift and Sensei. Shift pia ni msumbufu lakini sikizi ametulia, sijui mbona. What happened guys? Hey. Usinifurahishe please. We have a team here, CG3. They seem to be looking for Njagi because I mean he took their teammates, and Rocky, after being revived, basically shared the money, and we have the player that is Njagi being taken back to lobby. Now that zone is about to close in, we have teams trying to get closer to each other. Team like CG3 way outside in the blue zone in Milta, a place like School, Prison. Why am I saying prison? School, Farm, Rozok, they have teams around that side. Severny, we have RE that is all the way outside in that blue zone, very far away. I don't know why he's not moving. He should start moving if anything, but kijana hataki kusonga, so hiyo ni sawa. That is all up to him there. We have a team 17, that is a PWR. They're also there. KPK, Utopia, Champ, Stinger, and my guy. They're also still around. They're still around apart from my guy who's already chilling in that lobby. We have VEXOR Esports, that is Manka, Shaf, October, and Feroz. They're also making their rotations in that game, going towards a place like School. Quite risky. Come on, 21. Someone is... No, get that spray working. Manka, they're being spotted, but this spray doesn't really connect. Coming from 21, the teammates also need to be alert, and they should be able to get some sprays up, getting towards Z. We also have the brutal psychos passing by the school apartments, but they choose to take on the school grounds. Rosa Kill will be occupied in a few minutes. KPK Utopia passing by there, the vehicle. Juice World is aware someone is passing by. Utopia does get a sandwich here. I mean, the BPX team Juice World decides to take on a spray on Utopia. Has to be careful though. KPK players on the other side of the hill there. We can see Stinger, Champ, they're all of them are really close to each other. Utopia also coming in a little bit hot. Let's see what we're expecting. KPKs are metulia, I'm not gonna lie. KPKs are chilling like the villains they are. KPK are chilling. They do not want to take on fights. They're just chilling. Okay, sorry about that. So now the Samaritans are taking on a fight there against the Dark Tempers, and it seems like the fight is going good for Dark Tempers there. A couple of good knocks, and now Coolman is trying to get closer there, but then Power, beautiful space, does make Coolman change his direction, and he will be avoiding that fight for now. Pillar as well, he's not taking on a fight yet. We have Sano. Where is Sano? Coolman, Sano, Pillow. Let's go. So now we have Sano. He's also making his rotations there with his team. I'm not ready to take on a fight. Totally okay. One Take Esports is still around, but as a one man, okay, as a one man army, huyo pia sijui atafanya aje survive hapa camp. Take advice from P2 Esports na ulale hata kwa maji. Will find anything you can do, bora usiingie kwa vita. Just chill out, just avoid the fight as much as you can. KPK taking on the fight. Oh, let's go where KPK is. Let's see what they're up to. We have them going to Botian, CG3. We have one Take Esports players. Spike is actually getting closer to where this fight is. Their bone is basically cooked right now. He's the only player that is this open. His teammate on the other hand there, Rocky, is coming there with the vehicle, trying to get him to move. And you need to move, Bone. That was a little bit slow. I mean, angekuwa amekaa vibaya, angewekwa kitu ajaiona. Now KPKs can't easily get that revive. I don't see any other team closing in on them. We are in that fourth phase of that zone. No one is ready to take on the fight. 10 teams remaining, excuse me, and everyone is playing it a little bit safe. So let's wait and see what are we expecting right now. We have P2 Esports also maintaining a very slow game. I'm not sure what their plan is, but let's see. Oh, we have a BPX move here. Let's see what we're expecting. I don't know where BPX is. Where's BPX? BPX, nah, someone take on that fight. P2 Esports, SAMARITANS, G. This G or C, man? National Creative Design. CG3. Also in Rozok. Hapa nayo Katawaka. And I'm ready for that. So let's see which team is going to be surviving. And now Spark, a solo, decides to go where the fights are. Alright, so sorry about that. Now we are in Rozok. We yet to see any fights happening yet. Everyone is just playing it slow. Dark Temper has been spotted. Nova, they have been quite damaged. That means P2 Esports has been able to spot the players from Dark Tempers. A fight will be happening there, whether they like it or not. VEXOR Esports, on the other hand, are also doing something, and that is taking on a fight against Z Esports, Kobe. And we have Dark Shadow going down. And not only Dark Shadow, Steven Nova is quite low. One more grenade from P2 Esports, and we'll be seeing another person going down. But then Dark's Power, beautiful cover, does take one of the players from P2 Esports down. That does give them a little bit of some time to actually get the revive on their knocked teammate. Now the smokes are doing the deed here, giving the teams cover. But then Brutal Psychos is also taking a fight against SAMARITANS. Come on, everyone is fighting right now. Karao, beautiful view. It does get the dungeon shift, but then nothing really happens. Jua Kali and a final member Jua Kali, and now he decides, okay, what the sun then attacker. Oh, and his entry was that DBS, and he takes him down. Tries to take him all the way back slowly, but then KPK Utopia, watching from that heal, takes him down as well. Now it is going to be a matter of anger because Jua Kali got that knock, and KPK Utopia decides, hey, mali ya bure lazima nikule. And he does exactly that. He takes that elimination away from Jua Kali. But that's really unfortunate. Do not worry about it. But then now Dark's Power is also really damaged there. I'm not sure what he's going to be doing. A nade towards P2 Esports. Shift there does get a little bit damaged, but then no one wants to expose themselves. SAMARITANS doing a very surprising turn there. They're going away from the fight. Brutal Psychos as well might be going to cross that bridge because the zone is shifting. Brutal Psychos, though, on the other hand, has to be careful because, I mean, SAMARITANS went onto that side, so that is something they should consider. Aya, Shift, what were you doing there? That knock is beautiful. Sensei trying to go in for that push as well. Brutal Psycho player goes down, and now it is going to be a matter of the teammates helping each other. But for Dark Tempers, there will be GG's and an easy wipe for P2 Esports. The zone is about to close in. Brutal Psychos making their rotations into that safe zone. Spark playing it safe, not even breathing the wrong way. He just wants to survive till the end of that zone. Now we can see that is a SAMARITANS that cross off the bridge is somehow giving them a chance to get some praise towards usual. Yeah. Oh, wow. Mate imekuwa mingi kwa mdomo, poleni guys. So now Brutal Psychos, they will be surviving that. SAMARITANS are not able to get even a knock on Juice WRLD, which is totally warranted. So Zingina, it does happen like that, but then that doesn't really surprise us. When it happens, it's totally okay and it's totally normal. KPKs and P2 Esports, one of them will be stopped, and KPK decides what? Togari, bro, the car can actually move. Nah, they should have just, forced it. You know what I'm saying? Just forced it, man. The SAMARITANS, they're also making their rotations. They might be able to spot KPK's team, because where they are right now, they will be forced to cross towards SAMARITANS. The other teams, Spark GG's, my brother. The zone is GG's to you. And just like that, Spark, we'll be going back to lobby from one. Take esports, brutal cycles. They know our team is there. Samaritans is surrounded. KPK on the other hand, they're a very hard time to survive right now. They are surrounded. The zone is about to close in. Coolman on that eastern side. He will be able to spot KPKs if they make a mistake. So a lot of things will be changing if they are not careful. Coolman does get closer finally. I believe one grenade will do the deed. They are seeing a been spotted. Beautiful knock. But then P2 Esports says, hold up, that's my elimination. I need to take it because someone stole our kill from KPK's team. So we need to get that revenge happening. So KPK, their champ, will be trying to get that revive on his teammate. Brutal Cycles, on the other hand, they're taking on P2 Esports. Masquerade being able to get that knocking out. It's going to be up to Ali to get at least closer and get Viper, or go away from this fight and live to fight another day. Masquerade, they are being spotted. Tries to get some sprays towards him. Sprays every single corner. Masquerade is down and he'll be taken back to lobby just like that. Viper still on his knees. You do not have a fish to revive him. And that will be forcing Ali to get closer to get that revive. It is going to be an easy chicken dinner if Samaritans do it right. BPX, they're going in for that push. Sano holding this ground without moving at all. I think Juice WRLD is aware that someone is here. I'm just not sure where, because you can see what Sano is doing. He's not moving a muscle, and that is totally okay. Kama inawaka. Mambo mengi apana. Because now, Sano, if he stays chill, there's no way Juice WRLD will know that he is there. Ali is down. Viper gets tested by the zone. Shift there a little bit safe. But all of them have to go towards the two players from Samaritans and Brutal Cycles. Now we have Juice WRLD. Guys, Juice WRLD, be careful. Someone is there. Someone is there. Juice WRLD trying to see, is this true or not? Zaya. Mambo ni magumu. Mambo ni magumu. Mambo ni magumu, I'm not gonna lie. But let's see what is happening here. I don't know if anyone is going to be surviving this. I'm not sure. But everyone is trying to go into that zone. They want to survive. It's not going to be an easy one, that's for sure. It's not going to be easy. But let's see if that's going to be the case for them. The zone is about to close in. Everyone is right now looking for a chance. BPX Ali does get knocked and thirsted. Of course, he wasn't able to get revived. Sprays and nades every single place. Oh, P2 Juakali. He's getting closer. Nades every single side. Juice WRLD, he does get eliminated. I mean, Sana is still holding it down. P2 Esports almost got a chicken dinner in the previous game. But then this time round, Sano says, no, you need to chill, lads. Juakali down on his knees. The lobby shift. Last player standing from P2 Esports. And this time going with that. There's 12K. And that actually connects. And just like that, we have that chicken dinner finally finding P2 Esports. And they will be celebrating that chicken dinner because last time they were not able to celebrate it. So good stuff there coming from you, P2 Esports. With that chicken dinner, well deserved, well played. Let's go. P2 Esports game 2, winner chicken dinner, and 10 eliminations to their name. Yalla. Guys, the margin. This is, I think Group B is heavier than Group A. You have to accept it. Group B, heavier than Group A. Second place, Samaritans, there are 6 eliminations. The third, we have BPX. They have 10 eliminations. Oh, Immortals. Be careful, BPX is closing that margin. Fourth, you have KPK. With the 3-5, we have CG3 with 11. Sixth, we have One Take 1. 7, Dark Tempers 4. 8, VEXOR with, how many is this? 11. What? Hey, watch any buana. 9, you have Z with 2. 10, you have Immortal 0. 11, you have UD 0. 12, we have Ace 1. 13, THALA esports 0, 14, IGL is a 1, 15, we have Shakur's team 0, and then 16, we have Immortal Eclipse with 1 elimination. Going a lot for this game. 6 eliminations for CG3 Bone. Best companion with the 4 rescues, P2 Sensei, and then finisher with the final elimination, P2 Shift. Well, that is it for game number 2. Mambo yanaendelea kuchemka. Remember, some teams will be dropped out after this stage, so make sure your team is not in that bracket. for now. And let's take a quick break, and then we'll be right back after the break. And we are back. Game number 3 of the night for Group B. And I am still shocked about P2 Esports strategy. They tend to have a very slow game, but somehow along the way, that slow game either gives them second place or a chicken dinner. So let's see if that's going to be the case coming into game number 3. Are we going to be seeing P2 Esports are going away from fights and then coming in back for that chicken dinner, or they will be maintaining the same energies and just try and fight through it and get themselves a chicken dinner? So we'll be waiting to see if that's going to be the case. But so far it seems like P2 has engaged in a fight, and luckily he will be surviving that, taking that player down all the way back to lobby. Baba Hakim, on the other hand, they seem to be lacking weapons. And they are looking for some. Now, VEXOR Esports, they're taking on a fight as well. So let's look at Feroz. Let's see what Feroz is up to. We have to see if he's going to be dominating this or not. We have Immortal Eclipse. They're taking on a fight. They're fighting in these buildings. In Picardo is usually the worst thing ever. Mimi, wow, no way. Kido coming from the back there, taking that knock on Shaft, immediately taking him all the way back to Libya. Now, VEXOR Esports is down 2 players already. October and Shaft have been taken back to Libya. That leaves Manka and Feroz as the only players standing from their team. So let's see who will be giving us that chicken dinner if some teams are already losing fights this early in the game. So let's see what is happening, what the teams are up to, where they have landed. Los Leons there has a 1 take Esports. Yeah, Los Leons, they're playing it slow. We have a team 17, that is a Z. They're also playing it slow as well. We have P2 Esports. They seem to have encountered Baba Hakim, and they will have to be able to take him back to lobby. A place like El Pozo, we have CG3 Esports. Right next to them there, let's see, I saw a team right next to them, that is a UD. This is like P2 Esports have already secured themselves 4 eliminations with the game just starting, where the first team has been taken back to lobby. They are quite unfortunate for them, but Osijali, even the tournament in Akwanga, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe bad. And we can leave Zuri kidogo, guys. I need some hot water. Wow, someone needs to stop Musty. What is the spray from UMP? No way, Musty. That spray, you have to explain. But then Shakur there is down. Trees has already been taken back. So the last player is Pew. And it seems like THALA Esports player Soul has already spotted Pew, who will, well, his fate is almost sealed. But he can also try and dominate and maybe eliminate the whole team. Because that is not something that is new. It can actually happen. And we can have them eliminating a whole team easily, okay? But of course, so it's 50-50, seeing that his numbers are not in his favor. He doesn't have teammates. Shakur, of course, cannot be revived. Actually, he can, but the teammate couldn't go all the way there, because if we see where Shakur is, let's make assumptions. Oh, okay, never mind. Never mind, that assumption was wrong. He cannot revive his teammate. Yeah, Dark, I realized that my mic is off. Usinimalize. Saa zingine nakawa nimetoka, nimekuja mbio. Hata I wanted to take water, but nimezuba, nikaona hapa kuna kavita kanitaka kuendelea. Just give me a second, guys. Ja notice chupa yangu imeisha maji. Alright, I'm back. Na napata kuna teams zinatolewa na zone. What is happening? Pubg here is getting cooked. And of course, he will be going back to lobby because that zone will be giving him a lot of pressure before he's able to do anything. I don't know why Champ is all the way out there. Utopia has also been taken back to lobby. Stinger is the only player remaining. Sijui nini imeendelea, but if it is a matter of internet, what? Hey, guys. God damn it. What just happened there, guys? Kumbukeni, after today, some of the teams will be eliminated. So, make sure your team is not amongst the teams that will be eliminated. Excuse me. Now that we've hydrated, let's go fresh. Watch it for Vita, like there's no more violence. THALA esports there, they seem to have taken some damage while they were going on to push the last player, that was Pubg, and they've been able to take him back to lobby, and they'll be surviving that. Now we are in that second phase of the zone, going into the third phase of the zone. We are expecting some fight to happen since now everyone is trying to make it into that safe zone. Look at that, Los Leons outside the zone. We have teams there, Monte Nuevo, we have a team, Brutal Psychos, doing a very wide rotation. Immortal Eclipse on the other side, I do not know what happened with them. They were the ones leading. They had good points. They were leading with good points so far, and I think something has happened along the way, or today was just not their day. Nanile tule siku naingia game unaokota negatives. Well, it feels like that for them. So if that's the case, then they shouldn't worry about it. They should just sit down, think about it, regroup, and then now play the game. So let's see what is going to be happening there. The zone is forcing the teams to go towards each other, some of them leaning by the edges of the zone. We have a team like the Dark Tempers. You can see where they are leaning. They're playing there around Mina General, and we have a team that is closing in on them as well. We have a team 17, and they're coming towards them. There we have Z, they're getting closer. They're looking to engage in that fight. Totally okay, totally warranted. Probably they're looking for that chicken dinner. We have One Take Esports, where Murife Don't Run is still standing, and his teammates are also around. Saint told us One Take is that team. So Jue, sisi macho zetu zote ziko kwa nani? One Take Esports. Kama si hao, utatuelezea nini ilifanyika katikati. Sawa sawa. So now Brutal Psychos as well, making their rotations around the game. The zone is about to close in. We're headed into the third phase of the zone. Some teams will be dropped along the way, if maybe by that blue zone. Some of them will be dropped because they've encountered a team while they're making their rotations. So yeah, anything could happen anytime, any place. Okay, so let's see what will happen. I don't know what will happen, but let's see. Is it me or is my game not switching? Is something talking on my background? No, there's nothing. It's not my phone. Okay. Well, how am I not left, right, center? Why? Lenny, guys. I think anime. Clear the airways. Higher, let's go. So let's see. Of course, this is Miramar. We don't expect any fights. All teams still standing. We are in the third phase of the zone. Most of the teams are coming closer to each other. We have a team here that is really close to the other. Brutal Psychos and the IGLs. Someone will be on the losing side. You just have to make sure that is not your team. IGLs played it low, but then we have Ali. He hears that movement and he says, okay, I had something. And actually goes back to listen if that's the case. And what Kido does is he continues moving. Kwani hamjui kukamp? Bro, you should have seen me ranking. Hata kuna kupumua vibaya. One small mistake and the whole team will crush and eliminate you, and now you'll have to question your decision as a player. I mean, Vitu Mingi will come to play, but then you have their THALA esports taking on a fight there. Musty has been taken down, and let's see what his plan is, because now the teammates are not even going to be able to get the revive. See how open he is with that knock. The zone is closing in as well. THALA Esports, they need to make their rotations. Reaper goes down as well. The stray man is looking for those strays and is getting them one by one. It's going to be up to the teammate from THALA Esports to get that revive and make it into that safe zone. Otherwise, they will be losing more numbers as the game progresses. VEXOR Esports played it safe, played it slow. Initially, they lost at least 2 of their teammates a little bit too early in the game, but they're somehow still surviving. So I think that is also a good play for them. They will be able to stick around for a while before anyone takes them down for now. But then now Immortal Eclipse, they're also not ready to take on any fights, making their rotations, scouting out the area in Miramar, trying to find the best location to hold before the fights find their way. Already Starboy there has been knocked and eliminated, so that is going to be a player less for the Immortal Eclipse. But kila team na plan yake, right? Because as you can see, most of them are not even taking on fights. Kila mtu ako dunia yake, so acha sisi tukue dunia yetu. Okay. Guys, I asked you a question and no one answered in the comment section. Vile kunaenda hivi, which Kenyan teams, you can write at least 5. Which Kenyan teams do you think will make their way to PMAC 2026? PUBG Mobile Africa Cup 2026. Andika kwa comment section, unaona timu gani itaweza kulead when it comes to the PUBG Mobile Africa Cup qualifiers. Ikikuja saidi ya Kenya, timu gani unaona inaweza to represent? Which teams nipe tano. You've watched KPL, you've watched other tournaments, you've seen how the teams are performing against other regions. So which team do you think is going to be able to give us that pride as Kenyans? You can even mention your team. Hakuna mtu atakujudge. No judging. If I can give my 5. Tycoons. Hey, acha niachie hapo juu nitachanganyikiwa hapo kwa comment section nianze kuingililiwa, man. But if I put any biasness aside or anything, most of the teams right now have improved. I can be honest, most of the teams have improved. Some of them I've never seen them and they made their way here. CG3, Siwajui, they're doing good. One Take Esports, look at them dominating. P2s, angalia vile wanafinya watu. UD, they're also doing something. So hapa kuchagua Majikaranga, but then it seems like we have a fight happening here. Already a team is getting wiped right now. We have CJ3 Kazuma. Oh, it goes in and takes down 2 players. No way, with a mini 14. Wewe wacha. Wewe wacha. BPX. How did one guy take you guys down with a mini 14? Explain. Explain, Buana. Explain. No way. Ethox immediately avoids that fight and he takes on the area. Now One Take Esports also making their rotations. They can hear a fight happening on their right. Their late SAMARITANS are taking on a fight there. Sano, he is getting closer. Immortals, they're also trying to get into this fight. Dark Tempers, 2 of their teammates already knocked and fasted, and that leaves only what? They've all been wiped. Kueni serious. How are these fights happening? How is everyone taking their fight so easily? Mkuwe serious, by the way. Mkuwe serious. But then now we have THALA Esports still surviving. They have a team closing in on them there. That is UD. I told you about the teams playing KPL these days. I mean, tell me what? Jesus. What is that spray? And he doesn't stop there. Takes on a third knock there. Titan might be following suit as well. The teammates from UD might be losing to just 1 player's spray, and that is the THALA Esports player Reaper. And he'll be doing a good job because right now THALA Esports have simple 3 eliminations acquired from UD easily. And the last player was actually eliminated by the zone, that spray. I mean, come on guys, you need to tell me if I'm seeing things, but the teams are getting better. We have VEXOR Esports, Feroz there, last person standing from his team, War Esports, watching this, clenching there. and they're waiting and they're saying that they need to do something, otherwise they will be going back to lobby. If Feroz doesn't clutch this fight, then we will be going back to lobby right now. They have 9 teams are still standing, and the placement points for these are not really that good, so they have to find a way of surviving around it. But let's see what's going to be happening here. What is the case when it comes to the games? CG3 are making their push here. They're trying to get closer to VEXOR. That is Feroz. They're holding it by the entrance. He has to be careful though. One grenade can take him out, so he really needs to think through his strategy. Attack here. We have one person going in, and he does go down as well. He can't hear what's happening. The smoke is there, it's giving him cover. But my friend, you are outnumbered. And Kazuma comes in from the back and says, bro, relax. Chill. It's never that serious. And we agree with him because, oh my days. Oh my days. THALA Esports, they're losing a player's soul. He's down on his knees. Reaper, last player standing from THALA Esports. Someone is basically in his compound right now, and that is I want take. Murife, don't run. Cook up that nade, my guy. Cook up that nade. Why did he stop? I mean, there's someone camping literally in front of them, so they have to be careful. Reaper's gunpowder is actually good. You've seen how he actually got the sprays there easily. So now, switches to the airsoft K. Situation is different, okay? Situation is totally different. He can now use an airsoft K because they're close to him. He's no longer sprayed. They come in. They're trying to get the pre-fires. Murife, be careful. Murife, be careful. He wants to go in for that push, and Reaper immediately goes outside. He misses him like that. And Murife says, brother, don't run. Relax. And he takes down the last player. That is Reaper, taking him back to lobby. 6 teams remaining right now. The zone is closing in. Immortals are still standing. Brutal Psychers, they lost this fight for Miramar. That means Immortals might have a chance of closing that gap. IGL's Iman being eliminated. Juakali, last person remaining from P2 Esports, has to make it into that zone without losing that fight. We are in that 6th phase of that zone. Most of the teams here are being forced to fight whether they like it or not. Beautiful space there from Juakali. I don't know about that rotation, my friend. You need to move ASAP. Luckily, CG3 is distracted, and we have Rocky there being knocked and fasted. Kazuma, a man who was left just basically speechless with a mini 14 play against Brutal Psychos. He's now back to do something for his team. He takes on Murife with that SOK on FPP, and the CG3 players might have to be careful because now, no, he's coming from your right, Kazuma. You have to be careful. Saint and his teammates are ready to take him down. This is not looking good for the teams there. We have Sparks there being quite low. He has to be very careful on Yala. Kidogo hata niangushe, but thank God they got a nade cooked up there and the game ended. Now, unfortunately, Bone cannot be revived. We have SAMARITAN player really close. Kazuma moving around. Of course, he had the movement. He can cook up a nice grenade. You can see where the nade came in from. He was sure that he's there. But now there are soft case in his hand. We're not sure if Kazuma can give us another wipe, or it's just going to be, well, luck, and then we call it GG's. But the zone is about to close in there. Kazuma being forced to go outside. So that's what people, beautiful space, the mini M416. But SAMARITAN players say, not with us. We are not Brutal Psychos. 3 teams remaining. Zone is about to close in. Juakali is still surviving. Surprisingly, being a solo. And this spot SAMARITANS and says, wacha niingililie hii. Hakuna kitu mtaniambia. And now he's smoking up the place there just to be as safe as he can. Because SAMARITANS are players. We have their Akashi. Might be able to spot him from the angle on the eastern side or western side. Right now, we have the No from Team 10 as well. He's watching it from the side, and he is not sure where to take this fight. Needs every single side. The zone might be closing in, so that means that the teams will be exposed to some fight. Melly Boy holding it out there with Dino. Juakali still standing strong. Oh, Deno's nade does connect. Juakali, you need to get up, get something there. A grenade is being kicked up. Might just be a Kobe because Akashi is really close. The nade goes in. Is it closer to Akashi? Oh, he does get some damage. But now Juakali has to be careful as well. We have a sticky bomb being thrown towards him. But though it's not really that damaging, Juakali does get flashed with that grenade, and of course it doesn't expose his location. Now 2 teams remaining. Akashi and his teammates will have to take on a fight against the team 10 Immortal Eclipse. We have a melee boy there. Trying to go in for that push there. We can see them closing in there. Beautiful play with SOK. Kuman immediately giving him cover, and just like that, Immortal have been eliminated. The crate has been carried, and the dance will be happening for the Samaritans. Finally, a chicken dinner from that team. We have not seen it since KPL began, but now finally they have been able to give us that chicken dinner. It's a beautiful stuff there. Winner chicken dinner, and a total of 10 eliminations happening. We have Immortal Eclipse there, 6 eliminations. The third we have P2 Esports with the 10 eliminations. The fourth we have CG3 with the 6-5. We have One Tech with 3. 6 we have IGL 1. 7 THALA Esports 6. 8 VEXOR 0. 9 BPX 0. 10 Z5. 11 UD 1. 12 Dark Temper 0. 13 11 1. 14 KPK 0, and then 15 Ace with 0. Going all out for this game with the 5 eliminations. We have P2 player Jua Kali, best companion the one rescue. We have CG3 Rocky, and then finisher with the final elimination, Lay Samaritan player Sano. Well, that is it for game number 3. One more game to go, and then we'll be calling it a night for Group B, and we'll get to know the teams that move on to the next stage. For now, we'll be taking a very short break, and then we'll be right back after the break. And we are back. Last game of the night, and that is Erangel again. And we want to see which team is going to be giving us that basically chicken dinner for the last game of the night. It is going to be a very interesting turn of events, and we are not sure how the teams are going to be performing. When it comes to that last game of the night, so let's go ahead and see where the teams are going to be landing, the fights they're going to be taking, and who will be winning their games. I don't know if this is clearing or not. Sawa. I think we are good to go. So this is exactly how the teams have landed so far. Most of them have luckily landed into that safe zone, while you have a few teams landing in prison like the KPKs. We have others in Query. Dark Tempers seem to be going towards Primosk, and we already have an early fight where we have P2 Esports taking on one player from UD, that is Diablo. One of them is also down as well, and that leaves Stray taking on a fight right now. I believe that is Shift Sensei actually right beneath him, and they want to go in for that push. Titan trying to get closer to his teammate. Spray immediately trying to get away, but then a Spray will be locating him and he will be going down. And of course, the next option is that lobby. As you can see, Titan is actually lootless, has no weapon to take on any fight, and the only thing he can do right now is be ammo refair and run away from this fight. Other teams, they have landed across the game, they have split throughout the game, and they want to see what comes next. We have Larzi and Z. Chatwatafute, Larzi and Z's. Where are the Z's? Hi, let's go. So now, of course, some of their teammates here, we have one of them is getting revived, that is Hansen. They were quite low. The fight there was somehow intense because you can see the damage that they have gotten on them. VEXOR Esports as well. One of the teammates, that is October, quite damaged. So, of course, he will be avoiding that fight because it is going to cost his team if he is not careful. So let's see what's going to be happening right now. We have VEXOR Esports, Shaf, Immortal Eclipse. They're also not sure if they want to take on this fight or not. VEXOR Esports literally same place as them. They're all thinking about their plan right now. VEXOR Manka holding the high ground here on the roof. He's trying to see if he can spot the players from Immortal Eclipse to see if he can do anything, or is he going to let it slide? Immortal Eclipse, they're waiting patiently. Feroz seems to have gone in for that push. DPS in his hand, getting some free fires towards Immortals, but then the damage on his side is actually getting registered from the Immortals team, and he decides to retreat. Well played, but I don't think this push will be easy. Let's go. Finally, the roof play did actually pay out, and we have Starboy being knocked. Mellyboy holding that corner, waiting for someone to go in for that push, and maybe he will be able to get a knock happening. The players there from Team 21 all in the same place. October going in for that push. Oh, they actually got to Thirst. No, the camp there did pay out, and Feroz has been knocked and thirsted just like that. Now that leaves the 3 players from both teams. Mellyboy is not planning to leave that corner. He's still holding the same place. If someone has a grenade, hapa ni rahisi kumtoa. Excuse me. If I can a grenade, that will be an easy knock, but they seem not to be interested in that fight. Totally okay, totally warranted. Now we have their Kido getting those the use of that arrow, get some pre-fires on Mellyboy. Toba trying to go in for that push. Teammate Shaft is down already. Kido there is holding that corner. Shotgun is also at hand here for Immortal Eclipse, And if October is not careful, we have Meliboy going outside there. Beautifully played by October. That damage is actually good. Manka will be focusing on the revive. Let's go. You might be seeing VEXOR is supposed to play October, getting some more knocks happening on their side. They have been able to knock one player. He's still playing it a bit cool. He is actually quite composed. He sees another player, that is Meliboy, almost getting some damage on him. But then Meliboy immediately hugs on that corner. The revive is happening. But Shark says not today. They do get to go in for that push. Now one more player remaining, Meliboy, and he gets eliminated as well by that shotgun, even before he could eliminate Manka. That was a tricky one, I'm not gonna lie. That was a tricky one. Anything could have happened. Anything. But he somehow survived. We have CX. Where have CX been? Oh, what? CX is what? Someone to tell CX they're a little bit low in the ranking. Let me see. Let's even check current standing. CX Esports. Okay, they were in 13. If this chicken dinner they do good, they could actually get something. Let's see if that will be a game of the century coming from them. But of course, they have Team 9. We have Shakur. They are being aware that we have Murife right in that building, and they might be looking to get into that fight. One thing they have to be careful about is that Saint is all the way at the back there. Some back shots will be registered on Shakur if he's not careful. VEXOR Esports get pushed as well. Same place. No, they should give VEXOR a chance to rest here. Manka being the person standing together at October. They're forced to do something again. Z Esports coming in a little bit hot right now. We have 21 going in for that push. October, the DBS. It has taken him down, takes him back. So immediately some cover sprays coming from their teammates, trying to get at least a knock on October before he can fast their teammate. But then that is impossible because DBSs are a little bit damaging and faster if we get that knock. P2 anapea tu wajembe. Ah, Maina, that's a nice one. Hizo P2 ni original. P2 are doing good, I'm not gonna lie. P2 Esports, which team is that? Like, have they been playing esports before? Maina, you can tell me. Ni watu wamekuwa kicheza ama they're new to the game? Ni watu wamekuwa ama they are new to that game. SAMARITANS, their team 13, also making their rotations. They don't want to encounter any fight. P2 Esports, Jua Kali is in lobby. Sijui ili happen aje, but yeah, these things happen. Team number 3, Baba Hakim and Jagi, joined as a duo, I guess. So two of their teammates will be delayed when it came into that push there. We have the CG3s, Kazuma, man of the match. They have really impressed me with that Mini 14 play. Being able to wipe out BPX using that Mini 14 was excellent work. I'm not gonna lie, that was excellent. You have to keep it at that. Zone about to close in. Let's see what's gonna be happening. What are we expecting? We have SAMARITANS, Sano, Coolman, Akashi, and Miniboss. I don't think they're going to be taking on any fights yet. Let's continue making our runs here. We have Team 9, Shakur entries in lobby. So that leaves only PP as the only person standing. Brutal Psychers making rotations around ruins just to keep it safe for now. All hydrated. Hi, so now we're in that second stage of that zone. We are going into the third phase. Teams are basically split around the map. No one is really close to the other. We have KPKs as well playing it safe, trying to dominate as much as they can. Sijui kama ataweza kudominate ama watakapitia, but acha tuone. Hizi ni nini mnaambiana Yobra na Maina? Watu watulie, watu watulie. One take esports. Let's see where they're playing from. Oh, they're playing from that high ground. Lovely scenes. Acha tuone. Give me a second. Need to see if this thing is running. It's rolling. Okay. All right, it's rolling. Brutal Cycles, they're taking on THALA Esports. Immediately, we need to see that fight. Their Viper have been grenaded. Most of the players here right now on their knees, and we have Harmony there with the jump shots. But then he says not right now. Brutal Cycle player Lee, he does get that knock. Now that leaves only Musty remaining, the DBS in his hand. I don't know how he's going to be playing with a DBS, but then he's cooking up grenade in the Lotus. No, bro. No, he went into that. Oh, no, he's cooking. Viper, what is that play? Beautiful play there from Viper. Not even Viper, it's Ethox. Hapana bwana. I told you guys put Ethox on a leash. Ama mtaanza kuulizana maswali. Ethox hapa kidogo anatesa watu. But let's do a little bit of a zoom in here and see how the games are progressing. What are we expecting and what is that plan? So for now, we have one take esports moving around the hospital. We have Dark Shadow. They're also surviving. They're around the game. We have Dark Tempers playing it safe, making the rotations into that zone. KPKs, that is Team 12. They're also making that way into that safe zone. We have Brutal Psychers staying by that boatyard. SAMARITANS are making their way around the edges of the game. We have VEXOR Esports. Most of the teams are now playing it safe. Nami siwalaumu. What is the last game? The last determinant for the teams that get to play next week's games. So Apple, if you're not playing it cool, kidogo your team itaumia na hamtaona mwisho wa KPL Season 10. I want to check something for you guys of when the next stages begin. As Unikampa. Wow. What? But let's let wacha tuache kijana wenyewe kule achane miraa zake hapo, tusimfanye akose kuenjoy Jabali Mpweza. But then you have CX Esports, they are trying to get something happening on Dark Tempest. Karao immediately taking his vehicle. They want to change the location. Yakari taking his vehicle as well, trying to get a rotation happening. The thing he doesn't know is that the team is also changing their location. Lemmer in lobby. That leaves only Femboy and Murid, who get knocked as well. And that leaves only Yakari as the only player surviving from their team. Now, the thing they have to do is basically get their rotations right. There we have a push happening on Yakari. Seems a little bit confused there. He does get the damage. What? Baba Hakim Buana. Baba Hakim Apana. Look at Njagi as well. So Yakari basically just did the most unexpected thing. So what does he do? He takes on that fight. Baba Hakim jumps off the vehicle and he gets exposed. And what Yakari does is he says, okay, this one is just sliding there with the what's it called, drifting with the vehicle alone. Acha tuache kijana nye endelee kudrift. Acha situfanye nini? Cheze game. Yo, kijana amejua jui. Oh, semis actually start on Monday 2nd and then Tuesday 3rd. Wow, finals is 7th and 8th. All right, 2nd and 3rd. Okay, so let's have that zone switching. I don't know where Yakari will go right now. He's playing as a solo. 12 teams still remaining. That zone is getting smaller. We have VEXOR Esports still dominating. Nako? Is Nako playing? I want to know if Nako is playing. If Nako is playing, then that's a good thing, because I need to know who's playing. Oh, Brutal Cycles, they're taking on CG3. Let's go where the beautiful fights are happening there. Boom, does take a knock there on Ethux, and not a good play there happening. And Ali trying to get a knock on Bon as well, but then you have Bone taking another knock there with an SOK. Another player might be falling victim of these eliminations for Bon, because they're going in for that with SOK still on the roll there. He misses a couple of shots. The player is still running for his life. He says, not right now, because you have knocked my teammates, and the last thing I want to do is go back to lobby. I mean, CG3, they're giving BPX a very hard time. The push is finally happening, and he's able to take on another player, but then luckily for them there, we have a player from Brutal Cycle still surviving, and he's able to give the teammates that cover. That leaves only Ali standing for his team. SLK is under. You can hear the push happening. The DPS in his back. Kazuma says, come back. Come back, my friend. But as soon as that fight ends there, we have Kazuma realizing that another team actually crashed where they are, and they'll be pushed. And the only thing they can do right now is take on that fight. Murife cooking up a grenade. He is looking for that Kobe. Roxy has to be careful. The nade actually connects. Another nade is getting stopped there, but then what he doesn't know is that the player is down, and he'll be taking Murife down as well. And just like that, Kazuma and his teammates will be eliminated because of being outnumbered, and they had just finished the fight. They did not get enough time to heal up. With the zone there being around Rozok, we want to see what their plan is. Let's look at Rozok. We have P2 Masquerade, P2 Shift, and then P2 Sensei. Let's see who will be giving us that, well, chicken for this game. Now we have Team 17. Zed Hansen moving around there with their vehicles. CX being ported, Yakari, beautiful space towards him, but then unfortunately for that team, they will not be getting that knock. Hansen, on the other hand, they will be making it into that safe zone. The Zed Dice and his teammates will be surviving. P2 Esports player Sensei, he is getting closer. That buggy will be his downfall, my friend. Ditch the vehicle. Sensei doesn't want to ditch the vehicle. Ninini P2 Sensei. Now Shift, they're getting closer as well. He can see his teammate is down. Whatever he does right now is going to be very much important. Dice holding that compound right next to where the knock is at Sensei. Then it will be making it really hard for Shift to get that revive. Shift, they're changing his location. So let's see if that's going to be a worth it situation. Are we expecting anything? Sensei here will be taken. Oh, what? He made it to the other side of the fence? I think Shift should just get that revive, because the teammate is actually really close. But then it seems like Shift is hesitant on that revive. He's thinking about it. He's going in a little bit late there. Sensei is really damaged. No, Shift, that is not how you go for a revive. And of course, he goes down as well, joining his teammates in that lobby, leaving one man. That is Muskud, who is outnumbered. Team 17 has the numbers. They have the views. They have the compound. So you have to survive at your battle. Let's let them be. We have a one take esports. Ju found a one take Alenda, but then Murife is down. A fight is happening where they are. KPK, my guy there with the baggy passing by, trying to get a fight happening there, but then unfortunately his teammate does go down as well. My guy is still driving the buggy, and he gets knocked as well. One take esports, put it in the fight here, put it in the pressure, and they have their knocks being registered. We have them going in for that revive. They have to be careful though. A team is also closing on them. Their KPK, my guy, will be revived, but as soon as the revive happens, the zone is also closing in. The damage from that zone will be quite high, which will be a very hard thing to go against in Utopia. He does get knocked as well. My guy gets knocked by the zone. Stinger, he will be joining his teammate, and he goes down as well, leaving just one man standing, and that is Jump. Guys, you know how esports rooms function, right? The damage from the esports room can easily wipe out your team as long as you are in that last zone. You are in that sixth phase of the zone. It's not an easy place to fight. Samaritans as well getting knocked by that zone, and they get eliminated as well. Hapo sijui nini inaendelea, but kuna teams zina manje. But then you have Dark Tempers there. Shadow is also trying to figure out his next steps. He wants to know whether he's going to be taking on a fight or not. San Hansen, what's your plan? What's your plan? The zone's about to close in 5th phase. We're going into that 6th phase. It's going to be a very interesting time here. But oh. Okay. So let's see. I don't know who's going to begin as that chicken dinner. Zone is about to close in. VEXOR Esports holding the high ground here. We have Dark Shadow being forced to go open, and Zed does the Sport 7 Hansen gets an easy elimination. The thing is, now they have exposed their location. They have to make it to the zone as well. CX Yakari really close. Lay Samaritan player Kashi also really close. He knows there's a team right there. They have been spotted as well. VEXOR October does get the knock there on Lay Samaritan Miniboss, taking him back to lobby. Akashi waiting for Hansen. Akashi will be exposed as well. The zone is quite damaging, and they have Hansen there being knocked and fasted by October. And now that leaves only Dice from their team. We have a CX Esports player Akari still surviving. Remember, CX have not played today. So whatever points they have to get them from either placement or eliminations. The thing is, the eliminations that they have right now are only 2. Placement is also not that much. So all they need right now is that chicken dinner. Sijui kijana atakampa shikilie nini, but he has to find a way of making it happen. But let's see. We have Lay Samaritan player Kashi still holding it there, doesn't want to expose himself. CX Esports Yakari as well holding a compound. Dice holding that corner. One Take Esports. Saint also a solo. The only team right now that has the numbers is VEXOR Esports. 2 players still surviving. October holding that move. He has to be careful about Saint. Though he's still in zone, he can still stay there for a while. That's the thing. I don't know how long he can stay there. But at the 2-1, we have the Lay Samaritan player Kashi making rotation there, the vehicle, and he does take on that Ridge. October immediately spotting him. But you're lying down, Akashi. There's no way you're getting damage in October. Luckily for him, the October does miss the shot. But then Dice there watching him from the left side does get that knock. Easily getting that kill. Manta being spotted. Beautiful play there from Yakari. He needs to close in, but then October spots him and he goes back to lobby as well. Now Saint is still holding it down there. Dice is not even getting closer at all. He just wants to stay where he is because Appa, Kameumana, October, they've been spotted. Dice, you can get him. The damage on October is quite good there. Dice just needs to get on screen, but then October is quite persistent. He's not stopping as well. He's trying to see what he can do. I don't know why he's using a DBS for all that damage, but then he finally does get that revive on his teammate Manka. Saint is still chilling. Guys, mtu apigie Saint simu amwambie ako sawa, anaweza enda. Guy, I don't know why Saint is still chilling, but that's fine. If it works for him, that's totally fine. So now we have Saint still holding it down. We have VEXOR finally been able to get the revive. October getting to revive his teammate, that is Manka. So let's see. Oh, October, be careful. There's a snake on your right side. A snake alert. Snake alert. And the snake is moving. And the snake is closing in. And the snake is here. October does get spotted. The snake gets up and gets the spray happening. October is down. Manka getting the way into the zone there. He does spot the snake as well. And Saint goes back to lobby. At least the snake did not go down without a victim. Now 2 players remaining. Dice, they're getting some more news towards Manka. Why would you drop shot with an Uzi? But then if it did go well, he would have gotten something. The beautiful damage there on Manka. One more spray and he'll be getting Manka back to lobby. And just like that, wow. The last game of the night, and Dice does win that chicken dinner for his team. 10 eliminations. That means that they have gotten 20 points from this game. VEXOR Esports coming in second. They have 12 eliminations and 8 placement points, or 6. Almost the same place as Z, but unfortunately the placement points do take on that win. Third, you have One Take Esports getting themselves a total of 7 eliminations. Fourth, we have CX at 2. 5, you have Lay Samaritans 2. 6, you have Dark Tempers 1. 7, you have KPK 1. 8, you have 11 4. 9, you have P2 Esports 3. 10 UD1, 11 CG3, 4. 12 we have BPX, they have 6. 13 we have ACE 0, 14 THALA ESPORTS 0, 15 IMMORTALS 1, 16 IDL 0, and then 17 Larzi, who was in the wrong slot. Going a lot for this game. 6 eliminations is October. Best companion again to rescues October. And then finish with the final elimination, Dice. I can see there we have someone saying Dice is the GOAT. We agree with that. That play was fantastic. Will finals be LAN tournament? No, but then we have a LAN happening next week. That is for people in Nairobi. So we'll be announcing that on KPL and Mitch Gaming TikToks. So please stay on alert and you'll be updated on whatever is happening. The LAN is there, but for this tournament, the LAN is for the series, which will be next year. Okay, it was changed dates, unfortunately, so we have to go with that. It cannot be held now in December. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed the live. Thank you so much for everyone who passed by. For the teams that got themselves a chicken dinner, well done, well played, well deserved. For now, it is good night. I'll be seeing you guys on Monday for the semi-finale before we can call it a night, or rather the end of KPL Season 10, as we share the interesting and exciting announcements on KPL. So please stay on the lookout. We have amazing things coming your way, and you do not want to miss even a single one. For now, it's goodbye, and I'll see you guys Monday. Bye.